Honestly, MJ, I am so excited today because we have a fantastic, very special.
I'm super excited.
Amazing guest. Ladies and gentlemen, Fran Capo.
Hey guys, how are you?
We're so happy. We've been so excited to have you on, honestly.
Well, thank you. And and people might know why in the beginning you did that little bit of fast talking.
Yes.
So I happen to be the Guinness Book of World Records fastest talking woman in the world, clocked at 603.32 words a minute, which is 11 words a second, right? Which means, which is good and bad because my husband, well, he's a really good listener. Of course, he's deaf, but at least that's what he says. And yeah, but the thing is you do get away with a lot of things. I've talked my way out of speeding tickets. My son says the punishments are quick.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and then he says that a lot of people said that my son was going to grow up to be a mattress salesman just so he can get some rest.
That's actually a good one. I like that.
I love it.
Didn't you do something on Larry King? Didn't you break the first record?
Yes, the first record I broke. Well, I've done a lot of television.
Yeah.
I've done over 5,000 radio and television shows. This will make 5,001.
Let's go! DocTok,
baby.
But I broke the record on the Larry King live show. And the way that I did it, right? See, I have a philosophy of just say yes and figure it out later.
Yes, I love that, by the way.
That's
the
way that I am. And
yeah, that's the world record mindset that you have.
Yes, because I have 7 world.
Yes.
Yes, you obviously watched my TEDx
talk.
I love it.
I love it.
So the way that I broke the world record was I was working at a radio station, WBLS FM, and I was writing comedy for them. And it was a station that really didn't have comedy, so we were writing comedy for them. And kidding around one day, I said, you know what? I could do this really cool Mae West impression, but I call the character June East, Mae West's long-lost sister. So the DJ flings the weather and traffic copy in me. And in radio, when the little red tally light comes on, you have to speak. You can't have dead air. So I was like, today the weather and traffic is. And in the 30 seconds I happened to do it, a lady from the Daily News called me and said, I'm doing a story on weather and traffic people. How long you been doing it?
Like,
well, I'm not going to tell her 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You never did it before that?
No, that was the very first time.
First time.
Now she's saying that. So she says, well, what are you planning on doing next? I didn't have a next, but I had a lady from the Daily News. So I said, I'm thinking of breaking a world record. And she goes, for what? But I didn't have a for what. So I said, she said, well, I can't tell you because I'm afraid it'll jinx it. She goes, listen, the article goes in by 6 o'clock today. If you decide that you want to let me know, give me a call. So now I had just made this up. So I run out, buy a Guinness book, and I start looking through it like, what can I do?
Break?
Right? And I saw fast talking, and everybody always told me I talk fast, but I had no clue like how fast. So I called up Guinness. I said, what do you have to do to break the world record? They said something from Shakespeare or the Bible or whatever.
You said you hate Shakespeare. I remember that.
Right. So what happens is I'm looking, and I had a gig that night, and I'm like, do I call this lady? I mean, I have no idea how fast I talk about it. So I called her up at 5 to 6. I was supposed to go on stage, and I go, all right, I'll tell you. I'm thinking of breaking the world record for fast talking. She goes, what's the record at? I'm looking in the book. I go, oh, the record's at 552 words a minute. She goes, what are you at? I went, 550. Those last 2 words are a killer. So she prints it in the paper. Wow. And the very next day, the Larry King Live people call me up and ask me to go on the show and break the record.
That? Come on.
To be honest, I didn't know who Larry King was.
Oh my God.
So I go like this. I go, cable, is this some kind of porn?
Yeah.
And the producer goes, ma'am, no, this is a national show.
Larry King, for God's sake.
I go, well, what if I don't break the record? She goes, Larry doesn't care whether you break the record or not. He just cares that you try it on his show first.
Yeah.
So that's when I called again. I said, what do you have to do? Something from Shakespeare or the Bible. And I'm like, me and Shakespeare don't get along. But I had a prayer, a 91st Psalm that my mother had taught me. So I'm over there practicing, but I only had 5 hours to practice. They were going to pick me up in a limo because what happened was when I got the call from the Larry King Live people, that when the article came out, they wanted me to go on that show that night. And I said, well, what if I can't do it this night? She goes, it's a one-shot deal.
Yeah, take it or leave it.
So I was like, you know
yes,
what?
And
I'm like
yes, and ask questions later.
Well, what's the worst that happens? I look like a fool on national TV, right? The best that happens is I break a world record. So I'm like, you know what? Just go for it. Just say yes.
Just say yes. Yep.
So there
and figure it out later.
Exactly. And so my dad's over there timing me, and I'm over there practicing. He that's all single play. face of them all like smoke's coming out of my head.
Yeah, how do you practice?
This thing.
Like, what do you practice?
I had that 91st
Is there like tongue
Psalm.
exercises?
Well, I'm not going to give away my secrets, but yeah. And so then what happened was the limo came. I went on the show. At that point, I broke the record doing 585 words a minute.
Wow.
Then I rebroke it at the Guinness Museum in Vegas, doing 603.32 words a minute, which comes out to 11 words a second, and that's how I got into the Guinness.
11 words a second.
11 words a second.
I can't even imagine that.
I can't even speak like 50 words a minute. I don't know how the hell she does.
Well, I didn't start speaking until I was 5, so like, I can't imagine.
You were trying to catch up with your words.
I was trying to catch up on my words. So I know you got a lot of world records. Tell us, what records do you have?
Okay, so one of the records obviously is the Guinness Book of World Records fastest talking woman, which we already talked about. I became the first woman to zip line inside an active volcano in Nicaragua.
Badass.
I wound up getting stuck in between the top and the bottom, so I was trying to figure out if I should jump close to the lava, what I should do. But you can see all these. I have videos online. Then I broke a record for going with 39 chiropractors to the Dominican Republic, and we saw 21,695 patients in 2 days.
Mother of God.
And then another record is I did a song, a theme song that I have called Adventure Girl, from concept to national airplay within 24 hours.
Wow.
The other record is that did the TEDx talk.
Yeah, the TEDx talk.
I did a full-length 18-minute TEDx talk and redid the entire talk in under a minute.
Yep, 59
Wow.
seconds.
Yeah,
and some change.
Yeah, right, exactly. Well, it was like 3/100ths of a second
Yeah,
left.
literally.
And then another record that I did was I'm just trying to think. I did this thing. There was this guy that did the world's biggest bubble that people could stand in it.
Yeah.
So it was called the gazillion bubbles. So we were people standing in these little things of bubbles that had to last for like 2 minutes, and that so nobody could go like this, literally burst the guy's bubble. And
You signed the book on
I
the
did a
top
book
of,
signing, right?
book
I did a
signing.
book signing. Thanks, because I'm over here going, what the heck am I?
Yeah, exactly.
I
got
did a
you.
book signing at the top of Kilimanjaro. I did a book signing down by the wreck site of the Titanic. And
I can't even believe that Titanic
Yeah,
thing.
tell us about the Titanic.
It's the
So
25-year anniversary for the movie, right?
exactly,
Yeah.
it's actually this week. And February 10th, they're going to be showing 4D in the movie theaters.
Wow.
So actually, if anybody is in the area, I'm going to be in the Hernando Sun because I'm one of only 108 people to go down by the wreck site of the Titanic.
What do you mean by go down? Like, explain it to us. So you went.
So if you've seen the movie The Titanic,
Yes.
you know they have, everybody calls them submarines, they're not, submersibles. So the exact submersible that you see in the movie The Titanic, I went in that. And we went down 2.5 miles down to the wreck site of the Titanic.
Wow.
And so more people have been to outer space. There's like 648 people that have been to outer space, but only 108 people have been down to the wreck site of the Titanic. And I have a really funny story that I tell about that I'm going to be doing at my show this weekend, February 11th.
Tell us about your show.
So I'm doing a show at the Welcome Home Center,
Yes,
which you guys are really
exactly.
familiar with.
Yes.
I
we
did
are.
my one-woman show there once called Love, Laughter, and Light. This time we're doing a show called Two Chicks and a Horsetail.
Love that.
It's 3 comics. And of course, we call the man the horsetail instead of anything else. And but it's a 1.5-hour comedy show. But in that, I will be talking about my adventures down to the Titanic, getting held up at gunpoint 3 times. And it sounds like, what kind of thing? But all different things that are funny and light. And it's this Saturday, February 11th. So if people aren't doing anything.
If you rock with DocTok,
Yes.
make sure you come
Yeah,
support.
Yes,
February
yes.
11th. We'd love to have you guys there. All you have to do is go, you could call or go to my website, francapo.com, and there is one of my
Yes.
flyers up there
Oh, yeah.
that has the phone number down by the bottom. And the
Yes.
show, the doors open at 6 o'clock, and the show's from 6:30 to 8:30, and you guys will have a blast. Bring your friends, your husband. I don't want
I'm
to say
going to
bring
be
your boys.
snoring right in the front.
You store in the front, and I will smack that head of yours. Okay. But again, it's Two Chicks and a Horsetail this Saturday, February 11th, 6 o'clock. Doors open at the Welcome Home Center, which is in Spring Hill.
Awesome.
I love that. I think we should allow her to break a record today.
Oh, yes.
Well, I don't know if she's if it's going to be a Guinness World Record, but
Yeah.
I wanted. Is there something that you can do on the show?
Absolutely.
Today?
I could do this thing called
Should I put a timer?
You can do it. Yeah,
You can do whatever you want.
So I do this thing called Evelyn Wood reading her kids a bedtime story. So you tell me when.
Okay.
Okay. So it goes like this.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. Okay. No, because I don't go into the fast talking right
gotcha.
away. Okay. Okay, kids. Mommy's going to read you The 3 Little Pigs. Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs. One little pig liked to sing, the second little pig liked to dance, the third little pig liked to sit and think. Then a big wolf came along. Then a big lubby in. Huffy puff. What's the next big's house? Little big lubby in. Huffy puff. I got some to climb on the chimney. Pig sat about boiling water. The wolf only wolf soup. Tomorrow, war and peace.
Mother of God.
Yeah, that'll
What
put your
the
kid to
hell?
sleep.
Drop the mic.
It's like, does your mouth get dry?
No, you know what? I've developed a certain technique. For
Okay,
me
I got you.
You
for
ever
me
Good.
to
thought
do
about
it.
rapping?
You know what? I
Can
actually
you imagine being a rapper? Like I can
Yeah,
see her being
like,
a
hey,
rapper.
yo, mic check.
It's
It's
funny that you
Like
say
Twister.
that because I do have a rap record.
Really?
But as Mae West, and I went on tour with LL Cool J and the Fat Boys.
No way.
Yes, I did. And we toured the country, and I did a rap record called Rap in May. It was a
Please
slow
give me a
one.
little bit of the rap.
It's not a fast one. It's like this. I'm the baddest rap in this town. Sorry, Duke, don't mean to put you down. Master rapper Curtis Blow. Well, sorry, sugar, you'll have to go. I'm so bad.
Hey.
Just so bad. Mm.
Hey.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. You are fantastic. Man, I love this.
Honestly, she's right though. Laughter really does make you happy, and I just feel like people need it more, especially in today's society.
Well, it's not only that. The thing is, if you realize children laugh like 200 times a day,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
somehow when people get older, they don't. And
Yeah.
even smiling is just doing, because it's hard to be upset if you're smiling.
For sure.
Like you can't go, oh, I'm so
Well,
upset.
I always say laughter protects the heart. You know what I'm saying? And they actually say that 15 minutes of laughing is equivalent to 2 hours of sleep. That's the benefit of it.
Wow.
And it's
15
equivalent to
minutes.
20 minutes on a rowing machine.
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
of that
Yeah.
healthy. In my book here, I have a section that talks about all the different benefits of it, besides actually helping you. Like, let's say if you're doing a talk and something happens bad and people get nervous, but if you develop the art of laughing at yourself, the audience laughs with you.
Yeah.
You know, like if the lights go out, instead of going, oh, what happened? The lights go out. Go, I guess they didn't pay their bill again. You know what I'm saying? Like
Something.
you
Yeah, make
just
it laugh.
something
quick.
because then it relieves all the tension.
I agree.
And it could diffuse a stressful situation,
Yes.
you know, which happens. But there's also, and you would know this more because because obviously when
Well,
I was
I
writing
mean,
the book,
I know that there's a lady in India. Her name is Rajendra Kumar, who actually holds the world record for the longest laugh, which is 3 hours and 47 minutes.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, the longest laugh for 3 hours and 47 minutes.
You got a record to
Yep.
beat.
Yeah.
And on average, adults a day on average laugh about 17 times.
Right.
Kids on average 300 times.
That's what I was saying. So that means that somewhere between childhood and adulthood, you started taking everything way too serious.
I agree.
And you know what? It's the difference between taking something serious and being able to laugh at yourself. You can
sure.
still take it seriously, but you can
still
find a
laugh
way
at
to
it. For
laugh.
sure.
If I could laugh at being held up, if I could laugh at all the different
Yes.
things that I'm doing, which I'll talk about in my show,
Yes.
you can see it. But the other thing about laughter, I was trying to find it because there was that's it, a constant barrage. You could get adrenal exhaustion by having so much stress.
Oh,
but
for sure.
laughter
The
relieves
cortisol.
that and helps.
It does. It
and helps
increases
release
endorphins.
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that is, and it truly is. You know, they say laughter is the best medicine. There's a reason that they say that.
Don't take
Because-
yourself so seriously.
Exactly. Right.
I love that you've been like this your whole life, and no matter how much older you get, you're still so happy, and so even outside of the camera, you're just such an awesome person to be
Thank
around.
you.
You're so
You are.
interesting. I love
Yeah.
it, guys. If you guys want to see her, please show up. This is
Yes.
awesome.
Please, yes, you
Yes.
would enjoy
You
yourself.
would-
You have a great
and
time.
honestly, you will not regret it because I've enjoyed
you.
every minute being with you, and it's been awesome.
It has been fantastic. My brother was so excited the whole time. He
I've
was
been
just like,
so-
I'm so
I
excited
love
to see
it.
Fran.
Thank
and,
you.
my favorite world from your world record mindset is fear nothing. But if you do it anyway. And that is my favorite because I feel like these days we are so scared of risk, so scared of doing certain things. And that kind of just changed my mindset when you said that. It's like, you know, fear nothing, but if you do it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and the key is everybody seems to think that all these things I do, like when I jump off the stratosphere or when I bungee cord jump, scuba dive with sharks or do any of these things, they go, oh my God, you're fearless. I go, no, I'm not fearless. I just decided that it was something I wanted to do, and I'd rather have that fear for that 1 minute and do it and then accomplish it than have that fear for I really wanted to do that. Oh no, I can't do it. Because then you're holding on to that fear for all the time that you
Love
don't
that.
do
Exactly.
that.
I love
so
that.
have the fear, do it. You think soldiers are not
exactly.
scared?
Terrified,
But they
of
can't
course.
go, I can't go.
Like,
I'm
I'm
so
scared.
scared.
Yep.
You got to do what you got to do.
I love
Stop
that.
that fear.
I feel like just listening to that, I'm gonna start doing things that I've always feared and
Yeah.
just break that barrier.
yeah,
You have to.
The fear is all here.
love
Anyway, the
that.
fear fear is all here.
And never be afraid to ask for what you want in your life.
Yes, that's the thing,
That's the
because
last
that's how
one.
I've gotten everything that I want. Somebody will say, oh, you know what? I go, just ask them. What's the worst that happened? I have so many stories I could tell you about how things opened up because I just said, so what? Just go do it. Yeah.
Do it.
And honestly, if you live life that way, you'll live a full life. And people ask me, how is it that you're always happy? Because I always have something new to look forward to.
Yes.
I always challenge myself. Oh, I've never done that. Let me try it. Why are you
Why
going to go
not?
clogging? I don't know, because I've never done it. Plus, the Irish people don't dance with hands. I don't know why.
Are you Italian?
I'm Italian. Yeah.
Italian. I didn't know at all. I could guess
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
idea.
I know.
You're telling
Capo,
from New York.
head of the mob is
Yeah.
the last name. Capo.
Gunpoint,
Yeah.
Capo, New
Yeah.
York.
Hey, how you
Come
doing?
on, what are
Hey,
you doing?
Forget
man?
about it. Hey,
Forget
how you
about
doing?
it.
Hey, you do that thing?
I do the thing.
I did that
man.
thing.
What thing? No,
You
the
know
other
a guy?
thing. The
I
thing.
know a guy.
I know
I
a
know
guy.
a guy.
Hey, do you know Tony the Two?
I know, of course, Tony the Three. I know Tony the Three. Yeah.
Well, thank you so
Oh my
much.
God.
You're welcome.
We love you.
Thank you.
I had a blast. And again, remember, guys, Two Chicks and a Horsetail, Saturday, February 11th.
Yes.
Doors open at 6:30 at the Welcome Home Center.
Don't
And
miss it, guys.
Do not miss out. Have fun.
We'll
You're
be
going to
there.
kill it.
Thank you. See
I'll
you
see you
guys.
later.
See you guys.
That's
Woohoo!
awesome. Thank you.